On today's unproductive episode of Show Farm and Field, I'm here with my daughter at the play zone, and she wants a push. And I was thinking that we could finish the pathway from the newly carved billy goat path over here on the switchback to the play zone. I don't have the chainsaw, I gave it back to my dad, and this log is too big to hack through with anything I've got, but it's old and moldy, and I might be able to break it, move it out of the way. And then it's actually a large tree that had three pieces, so we'll see if I can get those moved. And then the rest of it's stuff we've seen before, chopping down bushes, raking, and potentially carving the path flat and tying the switch back in over here. Let's see what we could do. Well, it turns into sort of a puzzle. The first thing that we've proven is that this log is old enough to break easily. And now it's going to be a game of leverage. So first I'm going to see if I can just break it. Bam. There we go, chainsaw accomplished. Didn't have to get fuel or oil or sharpen anything or repair anything. You know, just leverage.
Dad, are you getting tired?
What do you say if it works? Is it really a dumb idea?
Tap, tap. I'm knocking on the door. Tap,
Watch
tap.
out, please.
I'm knocking on the door. Nice bait.
Today's motivation brought to you by daughter wanting to play up in the play area.
Yeah!
That's why we've moved from down below to up here. I'm finding some trash as I'm working through here, so we'll haul that out to keep this area looking nice. Now, all the big tree mess is moved out of the way. There's vines, which I'm gonna do a combination of pulling, raking, cutting to get the path started. And there's a couple trees here, so the path will kind of follow a natural wide, avoiding the trees' curving path to get through. Let's give it a little tour here. Oh, there's daughter. She's giving me some lovely plants. This started out as a bunch of logs blocking the walkway, which I've piled up over here.
And now we've cleared all of that out, removed the ivy, raked out the path, leaving nothing but sticker bush stalks. And all of the material's been moved over to the side and out of the way. And now it's much easier to see how the path is going to come together. And come back and pull these sticker bush stalk roots out to clear this up. But when I'm standing here and looking at this, to me, it seems like if I'd carve out this part of the hill here and bring it down flat as a part of that main path, it actually makes so the top part of the walk back to the high part over here would be much easier if you want to stay on the top part of the property to get into. So we can follow that natural line and remove this bump out to flatten it out. And then if you're walking from the top part, kind of where my daughter's standing, it'll be pretty easy to go straight into the play area. Let's rip out some stickers. This episode brought to you by fun. My daughter up here getting a chance to swing, me getting up here to make some paths. It's been a beautiful time up here together, playing and enjoying the backyard. Got all the sticker bush roots out of here, so now it'll be easy for folks to come in and they won't get sticker bushed. I have got to get out of here. The bloodsucker's out, flying all over my face. There are mosquitoes everywhere. So it is time to go. I have to get out. Well, thanks for coming. We'll see you for the next section.
It has been weeks since I was working on this part of the property, but tonight the whole family came out. We just had a cute little picnic, and the kids are behind me playing in the play area. They've already been running back and forth through here, even though the path isn't done. And tonight I'm going to try to chop this up and close out this path so we can get this rolled out. In my viewpoints, we probably want to cut it back to here. That's kind of a big chunk of dirt, so we'll see. I guess I'll start that way and see where we get to. The kids have stolen my shovel, which is good. They're helping shape the land, make it what we want it. That's exactly what we're going for. Get them engaged, have everybody have fun. Okay, I'm gonna grab the spade shovel and bring back some of this dirt. Okay, we got the shovel. start moving dirt. Okay, that's first pass. We've cut the shape and started to move the dirt this way. Next steps, keep going. I think I'll start by carving all the loose dirt out around the bottom just to move the volume of it, and then come back through here with another pickaxe round to break up the tougher, more packed soil in the back, and then keep moving. Speeders are out like that again. We had major floods in this area in the late winter and early spring, like really bad flooding. So bad that some people lost their properties, and I think it may have caused the mosquitoes to really go crazy. All right, here we go. There we go, pickaxing time. It seems like light might be our limiting factor tonight. We're so very close on this trail. I'm gonna keep pushing a little bit longer. May get hard to see some of what's up there, but it's kind of the same as what's down here, so we'll just kick it up a notch in the speeds for that part and keep going. We didn't make it. No sunlight left. But this is very close. One more session away from proper trail. This part here is, I don't know, 4 feet, 3 feet tall. And I gotta cut a chunk of this out to make this corner a little smoother anyways. So we'll stake it up here and come back this weekend or soon. Finish carving this out in preparation for this whole trail to get chip put down to keep the plants at bay and make it easier for us to walk on. Oh, I got updates. It's been a week or two, and we got upgrades. So I've got a new microphone clip to my shirt. This is thanks to my brother reaching out and saying, do you want to have some proper microphone quality? Just order this. It's online, it's cheap. So this is a mini mic. I'm trying it out. I think it's going to be great. It should reduce the microphone noise. And then I feel silly about this, but my Android phone has got different phone quality settings, including 30 hertz, 30 frames per second, and 60 frames per second, as well as 1080p and 4K. So I switched it to 60 frames per second and 4K. I'm hoping that we get really high quality out of that. It might fix some of the jitter that I see when I'm taking the camera and walking around with it. But other than that, we're here to finish raking this out or hacking this out flat so we can turn this in. Let's do it. not sure there's enough bug spray in the supermarket to stop the swarm of mosquitoes that are out here, but I put some on anyways. This has become very rocky and rooty, which is fair. I might need to run up to the shed, which is just a little tiny trailer that I tow behind, and grab my rake to pull the rocks. I might chip away at this hillside for a minute before I go grab the rake. Okay, where the two rakes are is looking pretty good. From this side, there's a little bit of hill still blocking this, so I'll carve out just a little bit more here and then start raking all these rocks out of here. Well, this pretty well concludes the cleanup effort on the entryway to the kids' play area. Could use a little bit of touch-ups right in here. And have to decide what I want to do. This is fairly flat but gently sloping, and then takes off down the edge. I'm going to spend a minute and rake the big rocks that came off the hillside onto this lower path out of the way. And then I think we'll call that a wrap. When I started over here, all of this was unusable hillside, and much of it's going to need some long-term retainment. But I don't even care if the rain pushes some of this down, I'll just rake it back out. But now, there's a really easy two-person-ish, 1.5 person wide path up to the kids' play area that connects to the upper path and the main road, and still connects here to the lower road. Barkiness is coming. We'll get to it when we get to it. I'm not too worried about that. Sickle bar can come through here and cut stickers and bushes and things down pretty easily now, which is nice. And next episode, maybe we're tackling this swath of sticker bushes right behind us along this path. Let's take a look. So over here, that's most of the stickers that were cut down in the previous episode. They're starting to grow back already. And then this whole swath here is the next patch going over here to where the road ties in. So thanks for coming out for another episode of Show Farm and Field. We worked the path and the kids' play area entrance, and it looks good. We'll see you at the next one. Thanks for coming out. In case you were curious, what's in the box? It houses all my kids' old school Tonkas and stuff, so they can come up here and build their own trails and move rocks and pine cones and sticks. Pretty fun.